Okay, so we have a petty cash problem here. It says Sadie Equestrian Services establishes a petty cash fund in the amount of $600 on June 1st, 2013. And on June 30th, a review of the petty cash vouchers showed the disbursements for the following. Okay, so anytime we establish the petty cash fund, what we will end up doing is debiting our petty cash, and we need to credit cash. So we've essentially taken it out of our regular cash account. That's the credit to that cash account. That'll make it go down. And then we debit this new cash account called petty cash. And that's for the amount of the fund. That's the only time we actually touch the petty cash account is when we establish the fund or if we change the size of the fund. Then we're asked to replenish the petty cash fund on June 30th. So what would happen on June 30th, the petty cash custodian would go in and look and see all of the receipts that they had acquired over the month. And then we would also look at how much do we need to replenish the fund. And this is pretty important. So we have a $156 remaining balance, but we need $600. So if you take your $600 and you subtract the $156, that means we need $444 to replenish our fund. So I'm going to just go down here and credit my cash and say that I'm going to need $444 to replenish my fund. That's the $600 minus how much money I actually have in the drawer. The difference is what we need to bring it back up to the $600. And then I'm going to go ahead here and record all of my expenses. So we had stamps for $85. So that will be postage expense, and I'll type in 85. The next one, cab fare for Miss Sadie to attend a downtown meeting. Let's call that transportation expense, 29. Dinner for employees working overtime. Meals expense sounds good there, 192. Messenger cost for delivering legal documents. How about delivery expense for 43? Next one, advance to salesperson for attending a networking event. Let's call that a selling expense for $25. And one more, purchase of emergency office supplies, $67. Put that under office supplies expense. So here's what we need to do. We need to add up all of my receipts or expenses that I have receipts for and make sure that equals the $440 because debits always have to equal credits. If they don't equal, I have this account called cash over and short where I would put any missing money. So let's see, 85 plus 29 plus 192 plus 43 plus 25 plus 67 equals 441. Well, shucks. That means I only have receipts for $441. I'm short 3 to get to my 444. So 444 minus all of my expenses is $3. It means I'm short $3, which is a bit of a bummer because we don't like to be short. Very last thing we need to do is just increase the size of our petty cash fund. We went from $600 to $700. We always want to keep like a 3 to 4 week supply on hand. So in this case, it looks like they're using too much. So I'm going to debit that 100 to increase that. And a same transaction we had when we established the fund. I will credit my cash and debit my petty cash.